Hello, I'm leesusss, and welcome back to Be Happy. I've got weeds growing. Yeah, I've got things have been happening while you've been away. I've been doing stuff as I promised to do, so we can hopefully get some actual bees done fairly soon. So what's happened? I don't remember. I didn't really keep track, to tell you the truth. But let's see what else I've got on here. I've got these new solar panels, a simple reward. Most of the things I've been doing, quite frankly, I've been collecting logs and submitting them, collecting cobble and submitting it, and collecting stone and submitting it. Not the most exciting thing in the world, so I'm glad you didn't have to watch it. But there you go. These are super solar panel type 5s, which are possibly, there might be one better than this, I don't remember, but they're very, very powerful indeed. They've even got their own special wires. And these guys are feeding straight into the hardened energy cell, and these ones are running this bits over here. But the demand for power so far is not that high. I've made a bit of space by moving the crops over here, and I recently discovered that one of the things gave me crop sticks. Now, crop sticks are very familiar to me from, I think they're agricraft, aren't they? I think they're very familiar from regrowth, and they're a mixed blessing, to tell you the truth, depending on how they function. So you grow the crops in the sticks, and you can do things like, I'll show you on here actually. I've got some there we go. Let's get rid of these crops. There we go. If you, for say, plant something here, and actually let's take this off because there's no point in it being on here right now. Say that you're growing some crops here, and you then put a blank space in the middle, and then you put a cross piece across. What you get is, first of all, these crops might simply spread across, so what might be quiet at the portal. What might have just been one patch of whatever's growing, you'll have two patches. It's a good way to spread them, in simple ways. And also you get crossbreeding. So all the plants have characteristics, much like the bees really. And by crossbreeding them you can improve those characteristics, so you get more and more, they grow faster and faster and everything else. So they're fun. However, the version in regrowth does not have the issue of weeds, which you saw those naughty little green plants going through there. And the only way to deal with that sort of stuff is to start using weed killer that you have to make. And it's a whole separate process. I'm not going into that business. I haven't got time for that. But I'm trying to do the bees, let alone that as well. And also, if you're a slightly obsessive person like me, starting to look at plants and analyse them and improve them, that way lies madness, because you can spend an inordinate amount of time doing that to get the best plants ever. We're not really achieving very much, so we're going to stay away from these. So probably crop sticks will be vanishing. Oh, and the last thing, of course, the last problem is that which one that afflicted regrowth is that when they're in crop sticks like this, bees that need to see certain plants can't see their plants. If a bee for some reason needed to see wheat, it would not see wheat as it is now, because it's in crop sticks. It's not the same thing as normal wheat. So there you go. Anyway, so has a lot happened? Well, bits and pieces. But the point is now, the most important thing is that we now have one last quest to do. I mean, there's a few others around here. I think dusts. Oh, I can get that actually. Have I not done that already? No, I have submitted it already. Okay. This one I don't know how to do yet. This mead thing, I don't know how to make mead. I couldn't really work out how to do it from the thing. It wasn't very clear. Most of these are done. Oh, dirt! We can finally get dirt. So the way to get dirt is you can submit a whole metric ton. I carefully chose my words there. A metric ton of dirt in a compressed fashion. It's going to be. It's basically it's a block of dirt that really contains that many thousand compressed dirt blocks. So we can get dirt. They're just going to give it to us. We're not going to make it, they're going to give it to us, which is interesting. But really, the only thing we're going to do now, this starts to go off down genetics and everything else. We're just going to do this bit here, which is the one you saw from the previous episode, where I can simply choose the reward, and I'm going to go with the industrial apiary. The reason being that we've got so much juice. We've got so much juice, why is the apiary a problem? Anyway. Let me see on here. So the next step down here is onto the genetics. Now you have a common queen. Well, I've actually moved the bees over here. So what have I got? I've got one of each, haven't I? Unusual queen, meadows queen. They're all pristine stock as well, which means that you can't lose them in the process of breeding them together. Other ones, occasionally you get losses where the princes or the drones, the queens vanish. There's a chance of that happening. Where's the one we actually made? A common queen. That's what I made, wasn't it? I think. I've got one of each really here. You know what else I was going to do as well? I obviously haven't done it, but I was thinking about doing it, which almost counts, doesn't it? I was going to start building outwards in just stands. And why you still got cropped? Right. When you lot are fully grown, then you can have crop sticks. Until then, you can bog off. You're just going to keep growing weeds. Yeah, I'm going to start building out in different directions to find other biomes. I presume there are other biomes out there, and the certain bees won't. They only grow in certain biomes, so that could be a problem. We have to go and find those, but not right now. We've got a commons one. And what is it saying here? A common queen. If you put it on apiary, it will start producing combs and spare drones for you. But why? Because bees have characteristics. They can work during night in caves. They need specific types of flowers, different fertilities. In this case, common has 2. You can analyse it with a bee analyzer. If you want to get that characteristic, you'll need a genetic sampler. If you want to get so you're suggesting I'm going to take the genetic characteristic out of the bee? It will round take one of the 13 aspects of the bee. And you have a 1 in 13 chance to get the aspect fertility 2. That means in your breeding, when the bee finishes, it will give you 2 drones, and the princess, of course. This quest is to analyse the bee that I'm giving, seal the characteristics of it, then put it in the gene sampler, and it will give you an aspect of the bee. Don't worry about the aspect that you get. You might get one very good or one more common. It's a gift. You will stay with it. I get what you mean, sir. Having a bit of trouble with your English there, John. When you start getting more bees, you will now have a massive amount of samples, so you can modify bees to whatever you want. Okay, I'm not entirely clear what's going on here. Basically, they want me to hand back... Oh, a tree grew. Hand back my things over here. I still want to get the juice out of these, but tough. I can't get the RF. Can I get the mutagen out there? No, there's no mutagen in there. Okay, let's dig this up. And this one... See, I've got some mutagen in there. Can I bucket it out? This is like a terrible idea. No, I can't. Okay, because it means my bucket will be full of mutagen, and I haven't got any other source to. Actually, I have got some bars now. I could make a bucket. Possibly not. Right, so let's hand these in. And you're going to give me a diligent drone, the bee analyzer, a honey drop, very important, genetic sample, blank gene, and some more genetics labware. What's that say? Bee analyzer needs honey to run. So in other words, I need to start. So the honey droplet here. You put this in the bee analyzer with a bee. I'm supposed to calm the bee, I think is the idea. It keeps the bee busy because he's nomming. And then you can analyse him in whatever magical, analytical fashion is going on. But we need more honey. So before we do any of that analysis business, why don't we... Okay, we'll come back to mutations later. Let's go and start some bees. That's what I said, start some bees. So I need a space. I've run out of space in because I've got my crops over here. This is where I was going to put the bees, but there's crops over here now. So I'm going to build a platform out using this beautiful cobble. And then I will bring you back when I've got the various apiary stuff down. Right, so I've set up the industrial apiary. And I've put on one of the level 5 solar panels with a cable in there. I remember them saying that the AP uses a lot of power, so I figured it does use quite a lot, I guess, compared to a lot of these machines over here. Like 48,000 RF, what was that? It's only 16. 4,000, even less than I thought, 24, 40, that one's got 4,800 for the pulverizer. So this is considerably more power than the others, but this should be sufficient, I think. By the way, I've also got myself a chisel, which I use one of the iron bars I've got to make a chisel because it's worth it, just to get away from the god-awful cobble. And I've also started building out in different directions while I was waiting. Waiting for the rain and the night time to go away, but we could only have planes in the directions I've built so far. But there we go. We'll see if I just have to go further. I'm just going to chop this tree down while I'm waiting. I need to collect a lot of logs for me to be able to do the thing, because I suspect that I'm going to run into a problem in a minute, which is that I will not have the flowers the bee needs. But let's get the bee in there and see what it says first. Now, normally you make the queen from combining a drone with a princess, but we've already got the common... Oh, I've lost her. Where's she gone? Where's the common queen that we made? put it in here. Maybe I've lost my bee. That'd be awful. Unless I had to hand her in. Did I hand her in? No, I handed her in, didn't I? That was it. I handed her in as part of the previous quest. Let's check I'm not going insane here. So I have to make another one, do I? No. No. Handed in those ones. No. What was the one I handed in the... What? I'm going truly insane, aren't I? No, I handed the common queen in, didn't I? Should I have analysed it already? Well, okay, it doesn't matter because I can just make some. Maybe I've missed a trick though. I should have done something there. But I want to start producing honey. Is what I'm worried about. I need to make these honey drops because the only way to get these is by breeding the bees. So a diligent drone is good. That diligent is one of the aspects. I've already got queens in here. Actually, I could just put a queen in, couldn't I? Where's a meadow princess? I've got a meadow queen. Meadows Queen, there we go. Let's just put that one in there because this one should work fine in a plains environment, I think. But let's see what they tell us about what it needs. Energy requires done. Always on. Is it working? These are for combs, which you can make. Do you need drones in here already as well? I thought the Queen just works on her own. Energy required, Meadows Queen. Humidity normal. Do I need a flower as well? I thought I need flowers around as well. Oh no, it's doing so. It's doing stuff. Let's take this out anyway. No, I can't make it the drops. I think the honey drops just come out occasionally. Okay, we'll leave it working, I guess then. Let's we can look up the combs. Well, no, the comb is what comes out. Now, what is it? Not the comb. What is it? It's a rack. No. What are they called? They're the things you slot in there that the bees actually build on. If I use, I'm trying a rather backwards way of getting there. What are they called? I'm sure you make them out of string and something else. Maybe not then. What are these bits that go here called? God damn it. While we leave the bee to work, let me just check on that. It just occurred to me what it's called. Of course, as soon as I stop recording. Well, get away from the recording, it's a frame. So they come many different things. What's a standard wood frame? The frames give you more production or something like that, and the better frames. There we go, string and sticks. The trouble is I haven't got any string yet. By the way, can you see the bees going out? There they go. Where they're going to, I don't know. I guess they're going over to the... I guess they're going over here. See the flowers? No, the flowers are around. I'm worried about digging these up anyway. I think if I do this, it's gonna... Let's try and dig one of these up, but I think it's just gonna fall to the... It's gonna plummet into the depths if we do this. Okay, that's not so bad. Precious dirt. They have not been too mean. There is a wood frame here. Oh, it's a carpenter's slope. That's why I managed to. That's why I changed it. There's the carpenter's safe. See, there you go. It says no. As far as it says no flowers on there. I thought that was the case. By the way, I've lifted this off the ground because I expected things to be Let's put a couple here for now, it's fine. I expected to have... I've done automation before in the past. I had to put pipes underneath. You've got flowers. Okay, so what? Oh, okay. He's happy about the flowers. He just changed to having flowers there. But it is now night time, and that's why he ain't working. Okay, well I'll bring you back in the morning, then we can see if it does some more stuff. Right, the sun's up, but before we do any more on the bees, which are now working again, seem fairly happy. Got the flowers. Oh, by the way, I think when the flowers were over here, I think the bees were actually flying all the way over there. They only started complaining when I dug them up to move them closer. I didn't in fact need to. I think the reason for that is because of the diligent drone. I think they'll travel further. Anyway, we'll come back to the bees in a minute. While I'm here though, there's something interesting about the crops. I was messing around with the crops. They gave us a lot of seeds. Cocoa beans and things here as well. However, they also gave us crop sticks. So what I've been doing, I've discovered that there's two ways of growing the plants. So normally, they make you choose one or the other in most of the games, most of the mods. So you saw in the previous episodes, I was growing the crops in the usual way and sticking them in the ground. And then they gave us seeds for this as well. Then they gave us crop sticks, and I was thinking about crossbreeding. But then I discovered that you can do two things. So both of these are sugar canes. And if you put the sugarcane seeds into a crop sticks like this, it just starts growing. Yeah, but once you've got them grown and then you click to harvest them, what you get is some sugarcane. Now often, in a lot of mods, they won't let you do both. They'll let you do one or the other. But this one here is simply me growing sugarcane normally. So I've just planted it and it started to grow, which is sort of interesting. And that's important because, of course, as I said before, the bees don't recognise this as being sugarcane, but they would as this has been sugarcane. So, you know, here we've got the mini pumpkins. Actually more convenient to grow the pumpkins like that, quite frankly. Do we need to? So what I've done is I've put a mixture of a lot of them on here. I've got carrots and potatoes, mostly sort of primary stock growing in crop sticks so I don't lose them, and I'll grow the other ones in a more... Oh, poisonous potato. I'll grow the other ones in a more standard method later, but interesting to see. Let me go and chop this tree down while waiting. Yes, but the mushrooms are more of a problem. I don't think I can grow the mushrooms normally like that. The mushrooms are actually picked up from the nether, but also... come on, sappies. But also, to grow them in crop sticks, they have to be on mycelium. And I'm not sure how I make some mycelium in this level. I'll look it up, but for now I'm happy to carry on with the bee stuff. Oh, I'm hungry. What shall I eat? I'll need toast. Let's have the toast before it goes too stale. Oh, that fills me up. Lovely. I can't remember to make toast. I should better make most of the Pam stuff. I'll come on to that later. Toast's an easy one. Right, how are we doing here? Nearly finished. So when it's finished... Oh, I know how you make drops. You have to squeeze them, don't you, to get the drops? You have to put the honeycomb through a squeezer. I haven't got a squeezer, have I? So maybe I'm going to have to get... I'm still jumping through hoops, maybe. They're making me do this in a certain way. So I couldn't do that. That's completed. What do you want me to do? Hand back the genetic sampler. What? But I get a genetic imprinter. But this is the point where I think I'm going to hand something that I haven't used yet, but I haven't. So what did they say on this previous one about I had to check the bee? I have to put the bee in the beealyzer. A diligent drone. I might get the drone. Will I get a drone back? I should get a drone back. Again, this is the point again where I think I've done it wrong. I've got another diligent drone. Okay, let's put this in while I'm waiting. Let's do what we're supposed to be doing. Behave myself properly. And put this in the beealyzer. So there we go. Bee goes there. Drop goes there. So we can see the active ones are the things that affect the bee's behaviour now. So it's got a short lifespan, slower production speed, slow pollination speed. That's creating more flowers. Flower type just likes flowers. Fertility 2 times, which sounds good. The territory how far it will fly, and effect is like subsidiary stuff, I think. And these are the ones that I think these are traits that can come through. It's like dominant and recessives if you've ever done any genetics. So yeah. Okay, so I've done the analysis. Lovely. And then what did it say about this? You can analyse... Yeah, I think I should have analysed the queen, shouldn't I? But never mind. Oh well. No, because I had to hand it in to get it. A genetic sampler. So I got one of those, didn't I? That's the apiary. Here's a genetic sampler. Let's power it through this. Again, clearly I'm just messing around. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay, so I need some of those blank gene things. There's a blank gene. They gave us a glassware. It ate my drone. Yay, my drone! Is that a bad thing? I don't know. What's he going to give me? Oh, great. Gave me short lifespan. Fabulous. Thanks for that. So from this I got a Meadows drone and 2 Meadows princesses. And hopefully one of those picked up the diligent drone stock. But there you go. I've probably done something all wrong here, but never mind. Right then. But I should really just squeeze to get more drops out, don't I? Should we just do this and see what it says? I give you all the things you need. Did you notice the template? What? Oh, okay. Displays one of 13 chromosomes. I got a feeling I've done all this wrong. It's what happens when you don't read things properly. I've got a gene sample, but it's not a good one, is it? I give to you an analysed B. You can check the B ELISA, and you can see that it only has fertility 1. Combine this. Oh, I've just done it all wrong, haven't I? Really? Oh, for pity's sake! So annoying. Sugar crane's growing. Success. Oh no. See, I knew it had to go wrong at some point. What do I do with this? What do I do with this? I don't know. It's not very clear from the mod, I think is the answer. The problem here. I guess I've got to hand this in, haven't I, really? So all I've picked up from this, I mean, rather than the fertility... To you, an analysed B. Well, no, I've got a fertility 2B because I think I've checked the wrong one. You know what? Whatever. Nothing in there, is there? I've done it wrong. I'm sure it will all work out. I've just slowed myself down, probably. Is all that's happened. Claim rewards, whatever I've got there. What have you given me? More labware. Genetic imprinter. Great, I can imprint the terrible gene sample. Just the short lifespan that I've taken. Genetic template. Gene samples can be added. And a rocky drone. Slowest worker. Oh, what a mess. Right, okay. Let's carry on regardless. Did you analyse the bee? Did you see its fertility changed? No, I didn't, because I didn't do it properly. It's not very simple at all. You're just messing me around. You can have multiple and gigantic setup only to collect samples and produce your own bees. You want to learn how to get your own... Bees see a genistry spotlight. If you're interested on bees, see a forestry bee spotlight. Oh god, really? I gave this for learning. Complete some more basic restaurant quests and you'll get these items again. Okay, fine. Well, why didn't you take that? I've got a rocky drone. Oh, come on, don't tell me I've got the... What? Why can't I submit these things? That's really annoying. Any more rocky drones in here? I guess I want to get these things. It was just a learning process, wasn't it? Why won't you take the rocky drone from me? A chunk loader. Well, that's not that important, is it really? But why won't it let me do this? It's very strange how it won't pick up the item it's supposed to take. So this was just a learning process, or a not learning process in my case. So I'm going to go back and do some of these, look at some of these restaurant quests, whatever the heck they are, and hopefully work out from that what I'm supposed to be doing next. What a disaster.